So good day everyone, we are the Group 1 and we are here to solve situational problems involving related rates. So first, a stone is dropped in a pool and forms ripples of circles with an increasing radius of 13 centimeter per second. How fast is the area of a ripple increasing when the radius is 18 centimeter? So as you can see, ito yung ripple na tinutukoy, no? That one. Yan, nakabilog na pala siya. So as you can see, ito yung ripple, no? Kaya yung nag-drop yung stone, nag-form siya ng ripples of circles. So, una, i-illustrate natin yung circle na yan. So, meron tayong circle and meron siyang center. Then, alam natin na yung radius is 18 centimeter. Dahil dyan, kukunin na natin yung mga given natin, no? I-list natin. So, again, ang radius natin is 18 cm. So, that is denoted by R. Then, ang rate of change ng ating radius ay nag-i-increase daw siya by 13 centimeter per second, no? Which is denoted by dr over dt, no? Ibig sabihin, yung rate of change ng radius na yan, that is r, no? Imumultiply nyo lang yung r dito sa d or didikit nyo lang siya dito sa d over dt with respect to time, no? Itong t na to ay time, no? Then, para mahanap natin yung area, no? Or para mahanap natin yung rate of change ng area ng circle na to, kailangan natin makuha or maibigay dyan yung formula ng area ng circle, which is A is equal to pi r squared or area is equal to pi r squared. Then, kapag kinuha natin yung derivative niyan, that is dA, no? So, sige, capital A, no? Over dt, with respect to time yan, is equal to pi times, according dito sa power rule, itong exponent, i-multiply natin siya dito sa coefficient, then yung exponent, babawasan natin ng 1. So, 2 times 1, may 1 dito pero hindi natin nakikita. So, 2 times 1, that is 2. Then, yung exponent na 2 dito sa r, babawasan na natin ng isa, which is 1. No? 2 minus 1, that is 1. And hindi natin sinusulat yung exponent na 1. No? So, that is 2r times dr over dt. Since nagkaroon siya ng dr over dt, dahil dinerive natin etong r squared. Next, ang pinapahanap natin dito is yung rate of change, no, ng ripple, no, which is denoted by dA over dt. So, basically, ito yung gagamitin natin na formula, no? Ipa-plug in lang natin yung mga values na nakuha natin. So, as you can see, so, meron tayong R dito, meron tayong dr over dt dito. So, isa-substitute lang natin. So, dA over dt is equal to pi times 2 times 18. Saan nanggaling yung 18? Galing yan dito sa radius natin, which is 18 centimeter. Yung dr over dt natin, that is 13 centimeter per second, so times 13. Then, kapag gumamit kayo ng calculator, that is 468 pi square centimeter per second. So, pwede na natin siya makuha, no, gamit ang ating calculator. So, 2 times 18 times 13, that is equal to 468. Then, i-multiply nyo lang siya dito sa pi, no? Or idikit nyo lang yung pi. So, again, the rate of change is 468 pi square centimeter per second. Then, gagawa tayo ng conclusion. So, therefore, etong yung 3 dots na to, no, parang pa-triangle, binabasa siya as therefore. So, therefore, the area of the ripple is increasing at a rate of 468 pi square centimeter per second when the radius is 18 centimeter. So, next question tayo. So, the area of a square is increasing at a rate of 3.2 square meter per minute. How fast is the side of the square increasing when the area is 9 square meter? So, meron daw tayong square. Then, ang area daw ng square na yon ay 9 square meter. Ngayon, ang formula para mahanap ang area ng square is denoted by A or area is equal to S squared or side squared. Ngayon, kapag kinuha natin ang derivative niyan, that is di over dt is equal to 2s times ds over dt. Para nakuha yung 2s, that is according to power rule. So again, yung exponent, yung multiply mo dito sa coefficient. So kasi may coefficient na 1 yan, pero hindi lang natin nakikita. So 2 times 1, that is 2. Then yung exponent, babawasan ng isa. So 2 minus 1, that is 1. So 2s na lang ang matitira. Hindi natin sinusulat yung 1 na exponent. Then, kaya siya minultiply sa ds over dt kasi kinuha natin yung derivative ng s squared. Then, alam natin, again, na yung area ng square na ito ay 9 square meter. Also, the rate of change ng area ng square ay denoted by dA over dt, which is 3.2 square meter per minute. And para makuha natin yung rate, no, rate of change ng side, kailangan muna natin mahanap mismo yung measure ng side, no? So, kinahanap din natin yung measure ng side and yung rate of change ng side, no? So, una, para mahanap natin yung side ng square na ito, gagamitin natin tong formula na ito, yung A is equal to S squared. Alam natin na yung area is 9. So, isa-substitute natin yung 9 dito sa A. So, 9 is equal to S squared. Then, para makuha yung S, kukunin natin yung square root ng both sides. So, square root of 9 is equal to square root of S squared. So, as you can see, yung exponent dito, makakancel to. Makakancel din yung radical sign. Ang matitira na lang is yung S. Then, square root ng 9, that is 3. So, S is equal to our side, or S is equal to 3 meters. So, dahil alam na natin na yung side ay 3 meters, so, isa sa mga properties ng square ay lahat ng, yung 4 sides niya ay equal yan, or congruent. So, ibig sabihin, itong side na ito ay 3 meters, ito rin, itong side din na ito, at ito rin. So, lahat yan ay 3 meters. Now, balikan natin yung mga given natin kanina, yung mga nilista natin. So, ang kailangan na lang natin hanapin ay yung rate of change, no, ng side ng square when the area is 9 square meter. So, para mahanap yan, gagamitin natin itong formula na ito na na-derive galing doon sa area ng square, which is dA over dt is equal to 2s times ds over dt. Alam natin na yung value ng dA is 3.2. So, i-substitute lang din natin to. So, 3.2 is equal to 2 times, yung s natin is 3. So, 2 times 3. Then, times ds over dt. So, i-simplify natin itong nasa bracket na to. So, 2 times 3, that is 6. So, 3.2 is equal to 6 times ds over dt. Then, para mahanap yung ds over dt, i-divide natin siya both sides by 6. So, as you can see, yung 6 dito, makakancel yan. Matitira na lang dyan ay yung ds. So, ds over dt is equal to 3.2 over 6. And that is 0.53 meters per minute. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng calculator para mahanap itong 3.2 over 6 na to, or para mahanap siya. So, ito siya kapag ginamit tayo. So, ito siya kapag ginamit natin ang ating calculator. So, 3.2 divided by 6, that is 8 over 15, or kapag ginawa natin siyang decimal, that is 0.53. So, repeating decimal is to. Or pwede rin naman kapag itong gamitin nyo yung fraction bar. So, 3.2 over 6, which is equals pa rin sa 8 over 15 or 0.53. That is using a calculator. So again, ang rate of change natin is 0.53 meters per minute. Then, gagawa na tayo ng conclusion. So, therefore, the side of the square is increasing at a rate of 0.53 meters per minute when the area is 9 square meter. Next, if the radius of a circle is increasing at a rate of 2.1 inches per second, at what rate is the area changing when the radius is 4.5 inches? So, as you can see, tulad lamang to ng problem number 1 natin, no? So, again, meron tayong ditong circle, meron siyang center, and yung radius niya ay merong 4.5, or yung radius niya ay may measure na 4.5 inches. Then, ilista natin yung mga given natin. Again, yung radius niya is 4.5 inches, and that is denoted by r, no? Then, yung rate of change ng radius niya, which is denoted by dr over dt, is equal to 2.1 inches per second. Ngayon, para mahanap natin yung area ng circle, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. That is A is equal to pi r squared, or area is equal to pi r squared. Then, kapag kinuha natin ang derivative niyan, that is dA over dt is equal to pi times 2r times dr over dt. Ang pinapahanap sa atin dito ay yung rate of change ng area. So, which is denoted by dA over dt. So, again, ito yung gagamitin natin na formula para mahanap yung rate of change ng area. So, substitute lang natin ulit yung mga given. So, dA over dt is equal to pi times 2 times yung 4.5, nanggaling yan dito sa r. So, 2 times 4.5. Then, times yung dr over dt, that is equal to 2.1. No? So, i-multiply natin din siya sa 2.1. Then, pwede nyo itong manu-manuin kung gusto nyo i-multiply. So, 2 times 4.5, that is 9. Then, 9 times 2.1, that is 18.9 pi, no? So, 18.9 pi square inches per second. Actually, pwede nyo rin siyang gawin using a calculator. So, using a calculator, this one. So, 2 times 4.5 times 2.1. That is 189 over 10. Kapag ginawa nyo siyang decimal, that's 18.9. Then, imumultiply nyo na lang siya sa pi, no? Which is 18.9 pi. So, ang rate of change natin, or ang rate of change ng area ng circle is 18.9 pi square inches per second. So, gawa tayo ng conclusion. So, therefore, the area of the circle is changing at the rate of 18.9 pi square inches per second when the radius is 4.5 inches. Okay, next question. A point is moving on the parabola y is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 5. Find a point on this curve where the ordinate is changing twice as fast as the abscissa. So, maging familiar muna tayo sa mga term na ordinate at abscissa. So, madali lang naman to. Kung ito yung point natin, let's say itong point na to ay denoted by x, y, x and y, no? x, y. Ang x natin, that is our abscissa, and our y is our ordinate. So, yun lamang ibig sabihin nun. Yung x value natin, yung abscissa, yung y natin, yung y value natin, that is our ordinate. So, yun, ganun lamang siya kasimple. So, kunin natin yung mga given natin. So, we have the quadratic function y is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 5. Kapag kinuha natin yung derivative nito, that is dy over dt, again, with respect to time yan, no? Is equal to 4x dx over dt minus 6 times dx over dt. Para nakuha natin to, ganito lamang yan using the power rule. So, itong exponent na 2, so 2x squared, meron siya exponent na 2, yung x, no? So, yung exponent na yan, i-multiply mo dito sa coefficient na 2. So, 2 times 2, that is 4. Then, bawasan nyo ng isa yung exponent. So, 2 minus 1, that is 1. So, hindi natin sinusulat, no? Dahil kinuha natin yung derivative ng x, so, i-multiply din natin siya sa dx over dt. Then, minus, as you can see, yung 6x natin, kukunin natin yung derivative niyan. So, merong exponent na 1 etong x na to, no? Hindi na natin nakikita. So, 1 times 6, that is 6. Then, bawasan nyo ng isa yung exponent naman. So, 1 minus 1, that is 0. Yung x raised to 0 na yon, no? Anything that is raised to the power of 0 is always equal to 1. So, 6 times 1, that is 6 pa rin. Then, dahil kinuha natin yung derivative ng 6x, imumultiply din natin siya sa dx over dt. So, ang derivative ng y is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 5 is dy over dt is equal to 4x times dx over dt minus 6 times dx over dt. And, by the way, ang derivative ng any constant is 0, kaya hindi ko na nilagay dito. Alright. Then, meron din tayong condition na kung saan yung ordinate daw natin is changing twice as fast as the abscissa and is denoted by this formula, no? Or this expression. So, dy is equal to, dy over dt is equal to 2 times dx over dt. Kasi bakit 2? Dahil nga sinabi to twice daw ng abscissa. Twice as fast as the abscissa. Then, para ma-solve natin to, kailangan din natin mahanap yung value ng x para makuha din natin yung value ng y mamaya. May papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit. So, para makahanap natin yung value ng x, gagamitin lang natin tong equation na to. Yung dy over dt is equal to 4x times dx over dt minus 6 times dx over dt. Bakit ito yung gagamitin natin? Kasi ito yung nanggaling, or ito yung na-derive natin dito sa quadratic function natin. Alright? So, alam natin na yung dy over dt natin is equal siya sa 2 times dx over dt. So, ipapalit lamang natin siya doon or substitute. So, 2 times dx over dt is equal to 4x times dx over dt minus 6 times dx over dt. Then, para mahanap natin yung value ng x, kailangan natin sila i-divide by dx over dt. So, makakancel yung dx dito sa left side, makakancel yung dalawang dx dito sa right side, and makakancel na yung dx sa denominator. Ang maiwan na lang is 2 is equal to 4x minus 6. Then, para mahanap natin yung value ng x, lipat natin sa kabila yung negative 6, no, sa left side. So, 2 plus 6 is equal to 4x. Then, 2 plus 6, that is 8, no, is equal to 4x. Then, para mahanap natin yung value ng x, so we are just going to divide both sides by 4. So, yung 4 dito sa right side makakancel, leaving us with x is equal to 8 over 4. Then, kapag sinipulay natin yung 8 over 4, that is 2. No? 8 divided by 4, that is 2. Ngayon, alam na natin yung value ng x natin. no? Para makuha natin yung value ng y, isa-substitute lamang natin itong x natin dito sa mga x value dito sa ating quadratic function. Basically, nag-e-evaluate tayo. So, para ang mangyayari dyan, so y is equal to 2 times 2 squared. Kasi yung 2 natin dito is 2, then i-raise natin siya sa power ng 2. Minus 6 times 2 plus 5. Then, simplify natin to. So, 2 squared, that is 4. So, 4 times 2, that is 8. Then, 6 times 2, that is 12, no? Plus 5. So, copy lang natin yung 5. Then, 8 minus 12, that is negative 4. Then, copy plus 5. Then, negative 4 plus 5, that is 1. So, alam na natin na yung y value natin is equal siya sa 1. So, kung babalikan nyo kanina, pinakita ko itong coordinate to, that yung xy. Kapag sinubstitute natin yung x natin dito at yung y natin dito, ang makukuha natin coordinate ay 2, 1. So, therefore, the point on the parabola where the ordinate is changing twice as fast as the abscissa is 2, 1. Kapag ginraph natin siya using Desmos, again, meron tayong given na y is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 5. Ito yung itsura ng ating parabola. Okay? Yan yung itsura ng ating parabola. Then, ang ating nakuwang coordinate ay 2, 1. So, ibig sabihin, dito sa coordinate na to, dito mabilis yung rate, no? Dito makuha natin yung rate ng ating ordinate o yung ating y value dito. Dito yan sa point na yan. So, that's it para sa question na to. Sa last question natin, the area of a rectangle is increasing at 25 square centimeter per second. And one pair of each side, whose length is 6 cm, is increasing at the rate of 4 cm per second. How fast is the length of the adjacent side changing when the area is 10 square centimeter? So, alam natin na meron tayong rectangle and ang area nun is 10 square centimeter. Alam din natin na yung length ng ating rectangle, that is 6 cm. So, as you can see, ang sabi dito, pair daw, no? So, kung itong side na to ay 6 cm, ito rin side na to ay 6 cm. And that is one of the properties ng square na kung saan yung opposite sides niya are parallel and congruent. That is why parehas na 6 cm to. And sa rectangle, palaging length yan and width. And ang palaging pinakamahaba sa rectangle ay yung length and not the width. Okay? So, ilista natin yung mga nakuha nating given. Para mahanap yung area ng rectangle, ang formula dyan is A is equal to length times width or area is equal to length times width. Kapag kinuha natin ang derivative niyan, that is dA over dt is equal to dL over dt times W plus dW over dt times L. Para nakuha yon using the multiplication rule, no, sa derivative. So, para makuha natin yung derivative ng dL, ng L times W, kung natin gagawin, kukunin natin yung derivative ng L. Ang derivative ng any variable, that is 1. Then, dahil kinuha natin yung derivative ng L, i-multiply natin siya dito sa rate of change ng L, no, with respect to time, which is dL over dt. So, 1 times dL over dt, that is still dL over dt. Then, i-multiply nyo siya dito sa W. So, that is why dL over dt times W. Then, plus, kunin nyo naman yung derivative ng W. So, ang derivative ng W is 1. Then, i-multiply nyo siya sa rate of change ng W, which is denoted by dW over dt. No? Then, 1 times dW over dt, that is still dW dt. Then, i-multiply nyo siya sa L, no? Which is dW dt times L. Or pwedeng ganito yung isipin nyo. Left, right, right, left. Kunin nyo yung derivative nito, then i-multiply nyo dito, then plus, kunin nyo yung derivative ng W, then i-multiply nyo dito sa length. So, ganun siya. Or pwede nyo isipin sa mathematically by f prime of x times g of x plus g prime of x times f of x. Ganun siya. Then, alam din natin, no? So, next is, tingnan pa natin yung mga given natin. Alam natin na yung area is 10 square centimeter. Then, and yung rate of change ng area natin is 25 square centimeter per second. no? So that is denoted by dA over dt, no, is equal to 25 square centimeter per second. Alam natin na yung length ng ating rectangle is 6 cm. And yung rate, no, yung rate of change ng ating length is 4 centimeter per second, which is denoted by dl over dt. Okay? Ngayon, may mga kailangan tayong hanapin. Una, kailangan natin hanapin yung width para mahanap natin yung rate of change ng ating adjacent side. Ang adjacent side ay, sa Tagalog, katabi. Ang katabi ng ating length is width. So, kailangan natin mahanap muna yung width para mahanap natin yung rate of change ng ating adjacent side, which is denoted by dw over dt. Okay? So, saan nanggaling to? Ito yung rate of change ng ating width. Okay? So, para mahanap yung width, gagamitin lamang natin yung formula na A is equal to length times W or A is equal to LW. So, i-substitute natin yung 10 kasi alam natin na yung area is 10 square centimeter. So, 10 is equal to, yung length natin is 6, so 6 times W kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung W eh. So, para mahanap yung W, di-divide lang natin sila both sides by 6. So, makakancel tong 6 dito sa right side. Then, ang may iwan na lamang dyan ay yung W. So, W is equal to 10 over 6. Then, pwede pa natin ito i-simplify. So, 10 over 6, pwede natin siyang i-simplify by 2. So, pwede natin i-divide yung ng 2 yung numerator at yung denominator. So, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. So, our width is 5 over 3 centimeter. Ngayon, pwede nyo siya ma-check, no? Pwede nyo siya gawin pabalik. So, alam natin na yung length natin is 6 cm. And nakuha na rin natin yung width na 5 over 3. So, alam natin na yung formula para mahanap yung rate is A is equal to length times width. So, kapag minultiply nyo tong 6 times 5 over 3, ang mangyayari dyan, so, 6 times 5 over 3, magiging 30 over 3 yan, which is 10. So, which is 10 yon. Kapag kinalculator niya rin siya, para makita nyo, so, kapag gumamit tayo ng calculator, that is 5 over 3 times 6, which is equal siya sa 10. And ang ating area ay 10 square centimeter. Alright. So, as you can see, tama yung area natin at tama rin yung width na nakuha natin. So, doon natin masasabi na tama yung nakuha nating width, no? Then, dahil alam na natin yung width natin, so ito na siya. Ayan. So, yung width natin is 5 over 3 cm. So, as you can see, again, isa sa mga properties ng rectangle ay yung opposite sides niya are parallel and congruent. So, itong length na to ay equal din sa length dito. Then, yung width dito ay equal din sa width dito, no, sa side na to. So, balikan natin yung mga given natin kanina. So, kasi nakuha na natin yung width. Ang kailangan na lang natin mahanap ay yung rate of change. Alright. So, para mahanap yung rate of change, gagamitin natin yung formula na na-derive natin galing sa area ng rectangle. Alright. So, para makuha ang rate of change, no? So, gagamitin natin to. Then, itong formula na ito, then, substitute natin lahat ng meron tayo na given. So, alam natin yung dA over dt is equal sa 25. So, 25 is equal to, yung dL over dt natin, that is 4, times, yung W natin, that is 5 over 3. So, 4 times 5 over 3, plus, yung dW natin over dt, that is the rate of change in width. Kaso hindi natin alam. So, as is pa rin yan. Then, yung length natin is 6. So, i-substitute na natin yung 6 dito. Then, i-simplify natin to. Yung 4 times 5 over 3. So, that is 20 over 3. So, 25 is equal to 20 over 3 plus 6 times dw over dt. So, ang next natin na gagawin is ililipat yung 20 over 3 sa kabila. So, magiging, from positive, magiging negative na siya. So, 25 minus 20 over 3 is equal to 6 times dw over dt. Then, isi-simplify natin to. 25 minus 20 over 3. Pwedeng gawin nyo dyan is 25 times 3, that is 75. 75 minus 20, that is 55. So, 55 over 3, no? So, 55 over 3 is equal to 6 times dw over dt. Then, para mahanap natin yung dw dt over dt rather, i-divide natin siya both sides by 6. So, makakancel yung 6 dito sa right side. Then, mag-divide tayo dito sa left side ng 6. So, matitira na lang dyan is dWdt is equal to 55 over 3 all over 6. Using your calculator, pwede nyo itong gamitin, no? Okay, itong calculator natin, no, gagamitin natin para ma-solve to. So, pwede natin mano-mano. So, 55 divided by 3 divided by 6, that is equal to 55 over 18. So, which is, ayan. So, dWdt is equal to 55 over 18 centimeter per second. So, therefore, no, the length of the adjacent side, no, which is yung width natin, is changing to at a rate of 55 over 18 centimeter per second when the area is 10 square centimeter. And that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. Actually, kapag nakita nyo na nasanay na kayo mag-solve ng mga problems katulad na lamang ng mga to, madali na lang sa inyo makapag-solve ng mga related rates na problem as long as alam nyo yung mga formula na gagamitin nyo and paano siya i-derive. May mga pattern lamang to na kailangan nyo sundin and habang paulit-ulit itong ginagawa, mas magiging familiar kayo sa mga step na kailangan nyong gawin. And kailangan nyo talaga i-apply lahat ng properties, lahat ng mga natutunan nyo sa derivatives para makapag-solve kayo ng mga problems involving rates and also yung mga formula when it comes sa mga shapes, katulad na lamang ng circle, yung area ng circle, yung area ng mga square, ng rectangle, kailangan familiar kayo doon or at least kabisado ninyo para makapag-solve kayo ng mga ganitong problems na hindi naman siya ganun kahirap as long as nagpa-practice kayo and pinapamiliarize nyo yung sarili nyo para in case na may ma-encounter kayong ganung ulit na problem, at least alam nyo na kung paano nyo gagawin. And that's all for this video. I hope you learned something. Thank you very much for watching.